Yininka, as a lawyer, an international lawyer, but also TRRC, the lead counsel koto, lafake Yininka, legally lua koto, for I hako soto leban Cameroon and Gambia.
Yeah, well, I think these are obvious, truths that he is a citizen of this country. He has a right to come back to his country. But the question is, can he come to the country on his own? Can he come without the facilitation of the powers that be? Can he come under the current political dispensation? And a host of other questions. The first thing that one needs to travel anywhere is to have a passport. For a passport, Katu abe exiled for 9 years. So Gambia's passports are valid for 5 years. So it looks like he does not have a passport. So nabe nala jang tumado abe passport sotola from another country. Would Equatorial Guinea give him a passport to facilitate him to come to Gambia at the risk of a diplomatic fallout? I doubt it. But the big question is, why is Jammeh in exile? It's not because he has done or he has allegedly committed serious crimes in Gambia. It is because the government in power does not feel comfortable having Jammeh in the country. Why do I say that? It's because of the presence of a comic in Gambia 9 years running. Why do we have a comic here? Because the government does not have confidence in the security sector without any counter force prevailing in Gambia to prevent coup d'etat or to prevent the security forces having other ideas. But that's the truth. Even though Ibenala ninga nyimfodorong soldarol kafinti can attack kan kajafi. Bari ntenga lonko. History is on my side. Katu itol fangole nata TRRC kafoko di coup d'etat in 1994. Asotata because Gambian soldiers or Iman Lafinung, among other things, the presence of foreign troops in the country.
Well, I love again saying now that you mentioned that he has the legal right to come like any other Gambian, but also, there are other nuances to it, just like you rightly said. What do you think should be the response of the government? Government nyandaka jambela nyinkankularo maranyadile, political la karola, diplomatically and illegally. What should the government do?
Look, I think the government should answer this both legally and politically. Legally, Jammeh can come to this country, and there's a pending case against him. But the institution that's been designated by law to deal with that case has not yet been established. And those with whom Jammeh is alleged to have committed those crimes with are also left to be in their own homes. So do you treat apples differently, or do you treat them alike? That's a question for this government to answer. The other question is, the political question for me, and the most significant question for me is, you guys must understand that I did my work with the TRRC as a lawyer, and I focused purely on doing legal work, and I left it at that. But now I am running for president. I should not just focus on the law. I should focus on what is in the best interest of Gambia. And I think the best interest of Gambia at this time is to have peace, to maintain the peace, and to create the environment for the complete unification of the Gambian people. So we need peace, we need reconciliation, we need unity. We also need accountability. So there should be a balancing act.
So should Jammeh be arrested when he lands? Nada.
That's a matter for this government to decide. I don't want to decide.
What's your personal opinion on that?
No, I have put the question on the table. I don't want to offer a personal opinion because it would be unfair. I am not in power. It is them who are in power. It is them who have asked the Gambian people that they can manage things. So let them drown by their own failing. Clearly, they are not handling the matter properly. There is so much talk, there is so much uncertainty as to what's going to happen. Clearly, the Gambian people know that this government is playing political football with the future of this country. They are playing political football with the peace and security of this country. They are playing political football with the things that matter most for the Gambian people today, that is security. Their only concern is to win re-election. And that is why they had that alliance with the APRC. That is the body they viewed previously as toxic. And when they entered into that alliance, they became their best bedfellows. Can you imagine? In fact, 1/3 of the government is APRC, and APRC is in fact the most powerful arm of the Barrow government, seeing that they have speaker and deputy speaker and other important positions. So the thing is, Barrow would go to bed with any of these groups that would assure him of victory, without compunction, without regard to any values that one would think one should consider in making these decisions.
Thank you very much.
He said he's a politician. You say one thing when you're seeking for office, and you do something else when you are in power. I think Gambians should punish this government for that. They have failed us. They have failed us in more ways than we can imagine. They have sunk our economy to the lowest depths. My friend, it is about time. Enough is enough. This incompetent government of Adama Barrow, which has created an environment for massive corruption